Formula similar to yesterday that we got to use. Okay, so area of the sector over the area of the circle equals the measure of the sector, the angle of the sector, over 360. And we're going to find all of these different things from knowing what the radius is or what the area is and so on. Okay. So, you ready to start? Oh, we're going to start anyways.
Wait, Miss Berkeley.
Yes.
You said the angle of the sector or the arc?
So, the arc. So we've got the area of the sector over the area of the circle equals the area, the angle of the arc over 360. The angle of the sector and the area, the angle of the arc. So let's say this is 60 degrees. Okay, the arc's angle is also 60 degrees because that's what kind of angle in a circle?
It's on the center.
Central angle is what it's called. Central angles are the same, have the same area, same. Let me try to speak.
Angle.
Same degree as the arc, the angle in the arc. Okay. Let's go through and find the area. Should be pretty easy because area is pi r squared. So we know area equals pi r squared. So area equals pi 2.5 squared. Now you can use pi or 3.14. Either will work. The degrees will just be a little bit off, but it'll be fine. So 3.14 times 2.5 squared. And what do we get, guys? So 3.14 times 2.5 squared, I get 19.625. Okay, let's try this again. Let's all type this in together. 3.14 times 2.5 squared. Or let's do 2.5 squared first. Okay, hit equals. Then times it by 3.14. I get 19.625. Okay, so the area equals 19.625 centimeters, what? Squared, so dealing with the area. Okay, so the reason it wasn't working in some of your calculators is you were squaring 2.5 times 3.14. You were multiplying it first and then squaring it, and it won't work that way. No, just be done.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at finding the diameter when we have the area. Okay. So we know area equals pi r squared. So we know area equals 11.31 equals pi r squared. So what's the first thing we've got to do? We're going to find the radius, and then from the radius we'll find the diameter because it asks for the diameter. It doesn't show it on the picture. Okay. So we're going to divide first. 11.31 divided by pi or divided by 3.14. And we get 3.6 approximately is r squared. How do I get rid of the squared? So we square root 3.6 and we get 1.8. Yeah, 1.89, so let's round up to 1.9 is approximately r, and how do we find the diameter? 1 second. We do 1.9 times 2, that's it. Because the diameter is twice the radius. So we get 3.8 equals the diameter. Yes, Nathan?
Okay, so the 11.1, that's the arc length.
Nope. We haven't gotten to the arc length yet. All we're doing is finding the diameter. So we do area equals pi r squared.
Oh, okay.
Right here, and all I did is replace 11.31 for the area.
Yeah, no,
Solve for r.
It confused me
Because you thought we were doing the
yeah,
formula.
but you did that.
Not yet. All right. Let's find the radius for C. We know the area is 25 equals pi r squared. So my first step is to divide by 5, pi. And we get 11.96. And then what do I do? Not times it, but square root. So the only way we get rid of it is if we square root it. And we should get 2.8. And we put the squiggles. What do the squiggles mean? Approximately. Okay, how do we feel? Can we find diameter, radius, and area depending on what they give us? Yes. Correct. Exactly. All right. Finding the arc. We're just going to do A and B. Finding the arc of a sector. So remember, I'm going to put this right here on the top so we can all see it. We've got area of the arc over pi r squared equals the measure of the angle of the arc over 360.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Okay, it's at the top of your paper, but you can't see it on my screen. Okay. We are going to assume that these are both degrees. This is 70 degrees and this is 40 degrees. There should have been a little circle there. Okay. So, do we know what the area of the arc is?
Yeah.
So we're going to put x. Okay. Can we figure out what the area of the whole circle is? Do we have the radius? What's the radius? 8 equals the radius. So I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to go 3.14 times 8 squared. You guys do 8 squared times 3.14. I got 200.96.
201.06.
Yep. Let's just round it up. You probably put pi instead of 3.14. Yep. Equals the angle, which is 70,
So would it matter if we
over
put
360.
2.1?
You mean 201, 201? No.
Yep.
Yes, you do. Now we're going to go 70 times 360. Gives us
What did you mean?
2.
Miss Murphy, you
5.
70 times 200, not 70 times.
Oh, thank you. You're right.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going to multiply these together. 200.96 times 70 gives us 14067.2 equals 360x. And then what do we do?
Right, I got Miss Murphy, I got 39. Yeah, I got 14,000. You divide by 360. You get.
Okay, hold on. I have some people answering the question. I have some people who are confused. Why don't you raise your hand? Yes.
The number that I got from the 201.06 times 70, I got 14,074.
Okay.
That's
That's because you used pi instead of 3.14.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Both answers would be correct. Okay. Anybody else? Confused? Want me to stop? Okay. So we divided by 360, and we get x is approximately 39.08.
I got 0. What if it
09 is fine.
What if it's can be found as 39.1?
Nope. I'm probably going to ask for 2 decimal places. You want to try the next one on your own?
No.
Okay, you want me to walk you through one more? Okay, let's look at this. Do we know the area of the sector?
Yes.
We do?
Yes, 35. Sure. We do.
That's the area of the sector?
It says 35.
It says area. Would you think that's the area of the circle or area of the sector?
The whole thing. The sector.
Wouldn't it be in the sector if it was the area of the sector?
Yeah, you're right.
Nathaniel.
What are we trying to find? Just find the area of shade region.
If I shaded it, you wouldn't be able to see something. So the area of the sector.
I was right.
Please. Okay. So, we don't know the area of the sector. We know the area of the whole circle is 35. Okay? No, you told me the area of the sector. Equals 40 over 360. Okay? So, let's do that. Let's do 360 x equals 40 times 35, which gives us 1,400.
Why did you put the 35 on the bottom?
Because it's the area of the whole circle. Because if it was the area of the sector, it'd be inside the sector.
And then that would be what? Okay. So 35 you put underneath.
Yeah, because it's the area of the whole circle. Okay, so we take 1,400 and divide that by 360, and we get the area of the sector is
3.8.
It's 3 point. X is approximately 3.9. Let's say. Let's round it up.
I'll just keep it as 3.8.
Okay, you do that. All right. Let's turn our papers over.
Oh my gosh. We have to draw this?
Uh-huh.
It looks like what's an ipsy.
It's what they had in the book, guys. Remember, you're being recorded. Okay. So we're going to find the area of the shaded region. So we've got to, 36 on the bottom. We've got to figure out how to basically cut that shape out. Well, we know that this is 16 feet here. We know this length right there is 10. We know the height of this is 16. So we know the square part of the bottom is 16 times 16. Nope. 16 times 16 gives us 256. Is this whole thing. Okay? Now, to figure out the, 10 is the whole top part. It's not this. What's half of 16? 8. So it would be 256 plus 8 squared times pi. 16 times 16. I know this length right here is 16, and I know from out here that this height is 16. Unless I mess up with it.
Where did that 8 go? Where'd that 8 go?
The 8, since this length right here is 16, half of it would have to be 8. Okay, so we're going to do 8 squared, enter, times pi. I'm doing 3.14 for the math. Shh, quiet time. We're going to add that to 256. We get 456.96 b squared. A rectangular wall has an entrance cut into it. You want to paint the wall to the nearest square foot. What is the area of the region you need to paint? So we're not painting the doorway. So what we're going to have to do,
That's the doorway.
yes, this is the doorway. Okay, is we've got to paint the outside of it. So let's find the whole thing, including the doorway. So let's figure out the whole rectangle. We're going to do 36 times what? What is the height of this? 26. So 36 times 26 gives us 936. And we are going to subtract the doorway from it. This is obviously not drawn to scale. So I get 479, because I took 936 minus 456.96. And I got 479.04 feet squared. Hold on, I'll move this up a little bit and move it down and write down what I did. I did 936, that's the whole thing, minus 456.96. And I got the leftover space that needs to be painted. Minus so we've got, this is the doorway, this is the whole thing, that's the part of the wall that needs to be painted. Okay? All right, let's stop recording.